Hi! Oh my god, these introductions are getting weirder and weirder. Sorry about that. Hello. This is the Leatherman Juice S2. Now the juice range from Leatherman was retired quite a while ago, but this was the last incarnation of their juice range, and it's got this strange bipolar affair going on where you've got a sort of bone effect metal scale there, nice sort of orangey red anodized metal scale, and then this side plain smooth aluminium scale, which is a bit unusual, isn't it? So I wanted to show you it because before I have shown you the flame orange Juice S2, which was the first incarnation of the Leatherman Juice S2, and then they changed it to this, and then they discontinued the whole thing altogether. So I wanted to just show you the differences between the two, because this one, I've only just got it, it's quite interesting actually, if you like that sort of thing. So I'll just put the orange one to one side just for now, because we're going to come back to it. So the Leatherman Juice S2, bear with me, I've got some fluff on my finger. Okay, so sorry about that. It's still there. Ah, that's why it's coming from the tool, it's not from my finger. So the outside, let's compare the two, why not? So the outside, very different, very different. Quite an unusual design choice, one I'm not entirely convinced by. I don't mind the different colours. I think what I'm not that keen on is this textured effect. You know, knives that have like camel bone handles, whatever. It's sort of got that feel to it, but obviously it's metal. Anyway, personal preference, not entirely my cup of tea. Still pretty cool though. So very different look. Otherwise, exactly the same tools, but with one significant difference. And I'm going to show you the difference first, and then I'll just show you the newer one on its own without the comparison. Oh, it's got a bit of muck on it. So the significant difference between the old S2 and the new S2 is the blade length and the shape. So the old one, the orange one, had a nice long sort of spear point blade, and it measured the cutting length of the blades just under 6 centimeters. The newer one that replaced it is a sort of a sheep's foot shape, and the cutting edge is just 5 centimeters. So you've lost a bit of knife length there, and I assume it's for knife law reasons, for EDC purposes. Doesn't make a huge amount of difference, I suppose. I personally carry my Leatherman and a knife, so it doesn't bother me, but just an interesting difference. Right, let's put the old S2 to one side, and I'll show you the newer one, which isn't that new. How new is it? So in there is a date stamp, and I'm going to find the date stamp, and I'm going to tell you when this model, this particular tool, was actually manufactured. So there it is. Is that where it is? Yes, there it is. So it's in here, the little date stamp, and it says, I'm just going to hold it up to the light, it says 0216, which means it was made in February 2016. So 6 years old. Quite young in terms of vintage Leatherman. Let's have a little look around. So we've got the outside, we've got these interesting different scales. This one is a little bit tinny sounding, quite sort of thin, flimsy sounding. This one, definitely solid, good solid metal, that one. On the outside we have the bottle opener there, which keeps the scissors in place. Nice sprung scissors, they're really good. Excellent scissors, those. And then you can see the skeletonized frame in there, just keeping the weight of the tool down. That's all the tools there are on that side. Flip it over, and then we've got this stubby sheep's foot tool blade Just need to clean that off a bit. I apologise for the little spots. That's all the tools there are on that side. Now can you see how short that knife is? There's plenty of room. They could have put a bigger blade in, but it's just a little short one. Anyway, open the tool up and we've got these fantastic pliers. And good, solid, stiff. There's no spring, but really good, nice pliers. And plenty of handle to grip onto to use those pliers. Now this, I have snapped a pair of these pliers before. I mentioned it in another review I did of the Leatherman Juice XE6. Just a little tip, when using the pliers, probably on any Leatherman to be honest, you can apply pressure that way, that's fine. Not too much, they're not heavy duty pliers. That's fine. You could pull with them, you could turn with them, but don't twist. If you twist, you're going to snap them. The metal there is, I don't know what the metal is, but it's not like mega sturdy, and that's how I snapped mine. Just a little twist and they snapped. So just a little word of warning. So these pliers, they're really good. Needle nosy at the tip, they join perfectly there. Good bit of serration to grip onto things. Then the central bit, you got a nice serration there again to grip onto a bolt or something. The wire cutters are really effective. They're very good. They meet there and cross. Can you see they cross over? Perfect. They cut really well. The pivot says Leatherman. Either side stamped with 1E, and then the other side is 1B. I don't know what those letters stand for. If you do know, I would definitely be interested to find out, if you could let me know in the comments. Now I just wanted to show you a slight difference to the old one. The pivot is written, has different writing on it. So the old one says Leatherman Tool, whereas the newer one just says Leatherman. And I'll flip them over. Again, the old one Leatherman Tool, newer one just Leatherman. Apart from that, the pliers are the same shape. So I don't know what the difference in writing is a bit of a mystery to me. There's different fonts. So this is capital. This is all caps. This is all lowercase. You get a whole variety of different fonts and writing and stuff on Leatherman, so it's difficult to know what's what. Anyway, whilst the tool is open, let's have a look inside. So inside, on this side, we have a Phillips screwdriver, which is easy to open, easy to get to. Little nick there, which you just get with your nail, and the tension starts to build up. And here, this is why it's got a spring on the back here. And can you see the spring moving? And then as it gets to the locking point, listen carefully. There. And that's sort of slip joint style lock. But it's a good firm, it's held nicely in place. And I would advise, if you were using that, to close the tool up, and then you can use your tool. And if it does slip and close, it's not going to close onto your fingers there. It's held in place, so your fingers are safe. So that's a good useful tool. It's not very long, but it's plenty good enough. If you did need the extra reach, you can open it up like that and poke the tool in even further. But then you run the risk of it closing in on your hands and stuff. So just do be careful if you're doing it that way. Whilst we're in there, there's a little lanyard thing. You just poke that out if you like to use lanyards on your Leathermans. So that would poke out and you would attach a nice bit of leather or rope or whatever, however you lanyard your stuff. The other side, on the inside, we have 3 tools. Now, I just wanted to show you a slight difference between this newer version and the older version. So here is the older version. Can you see the 3 tools are offset? The little nail nicks are offset, so you could potentially pick your tool. Let's see, I just want the middle one, so I'm just going to take the middle one out. Can you see? Got the middle one, nice and straightforward. So they're offset. Now on the newer model, new iteration, those 3 nail nicks are in line. So if I want to choose the middle tool specifically, I can't. So I just have to take all three out. It's a little bit on the stiff side. I'm going to do it. Yeah, right, so I need to get that one out first. Get that out. Right, hang on. Okay, they're both coming out together. So I just want the middle tool. So I'll put that one back. I'm going to get the other hand, because that one's locked in because of the back spring. Okay, got it. I kind of prefer the old way. However, it's fine. These aren't tools that you're going to be accessing all the time. Instantly, it's perfectly fine. I kind of made a bit of a meal of it, but you know, they do come out okay. Once you've got them out, you can select what you want. So there's three flat screwdrivers there. There's a medium-sized one, there's a small one, and a nice big fat one with a little bit of a groove cut out there. I think you could probably strip a wire with that. These are really useful. They're really good, useful little screwdrivers. Now on the S2 that I carry with me all the time, I use these loads over Christmas. I've used this little fella so many times, opening up things to put batteries into and so on. Really useful. That is the 2016 model of the version of the Juice S2. No longer available to buy new, but if you look around you can find used models. This one's in good nick, isn't it? This one's nice. So that's it, folks. Thanks very much for watching. I really appreciate it. Click like. That would be really appreciated. I appreciate any positive feedback. Negative feedback I'm not very good at. So if you do feel as if I've done you a disservice with this video, I don't know. Maybe I don't want to know. So yeah, just skip the dislike. Comments, I'd like to know about the letters printed on the pliers, and anything else you have to say, that would be great. Your opinion on this versus the flame orange, or whatever you want to tell me about in the comments, that would be great. And a subscribe would be fantastic. So thanks very much for watching. I really appreciate it. Just before I go, I've got to show you the sheath that it comes in. So it's quite a basic sheath. It's faux leather, it's not real leather. Inside it's got this nice sort of velvety, plush, smooth inside to protect the scales. The tool pops in, got elasticated side so it holds it snugly in place. The flap pops on into place, and there it is. It's good and solid, and it's got this belt clip which you can attach to your belt or to whatever you want. It's quite sturdy, it's pretty good. And it means you don't need to dismantle your belt, take your trousers off, whatever, to get the tool off your trousers. You just unclip it. So that's quite a nice little sheath. A little bit, I don't know, it's a funny shape. It's an unusual shape, but it's practical. It's very effective. Okay, that's it. Thanks for watching. I'll see you soon.